Yes, dear ones, and this is Tara, and what a pleasure it is to be with you today. John, did you have something to add?
No, no, I think we're good.
All right, wonderful. All right. And so we took a moment to go deeper, to take Katrina, the channel, deeper into the unknown. For there are energies at work in your environment, in your universe, energies that are for you to grow, for you to respond to, for you to choose something new. And so as you allow yourself to be more present, what meaning are you giving the illusion today? What is your attention truly paying attention to? And as you look to see, does it serve you to continue to pay that attention? Or would it serve you better to choose something new? Certainly so. You can always choose from that which is part of your universe already, that which you are familiar with, that which you are comfortable with as well. There is nothing wrong with choosing something known. However, there's always this opportunity to choose something new. New for yourself is the first level. New for your world is the next level. New for your universe is the third level. And certainly so, each of you working global magic are aware of that dynamic, that you may begin with what you want. It may bring your attention to what you do not want, but ultimately, when you look to see how does it benefit me, you must also look to see how will it benefit others. First, others I love is the obvious place to look. But when everyone in your reality is also creating joyous realities, there is a need to look further beyond those you love, those that represent the consensus, those that represent the illusion more clearly to you. Because it is an illusion, it is hard to know you create it at all. And so as you become more comfortable with thinking the thought, this illusion is mine to change, to become more, to represent more of who I truly am. The form is the last of the energy. It is the energy that has been defined, that has function, and takes form. And there is that sense, well, once it takes form, it's too late to change it. But as you remember, this physical plane existence requires the observer, requires your attention to exist. When you go to sleep at night and you withdraw your attention from the illusion, it is free of you, free to become something brand new when you awaken in the morning. And let yourself feel that sense of empowerment and relief that comes from knowing every morning I have a new opportunity. And it doesn't matter what I thought about yesterday. But as you begin to take stock at the end of the day and feel the gratitude for what you have experienced, what you have learned, how you have grown and changed, what is new in your reality, and what is persistent also, because that which is persistent has a deeper level of lesson for you. Not lesson as in something you can get wrong, but a lesson to teach you how to be more in any context. To rise to the occasion of, wait a minute, if I think about this differently, it changes my perspective. And when my perspective changes, that changes my attitude, one of my raw materials. And when my attitude changes, there are feelings that are different in certain attitudes. So if you're a happy-go-lucky person. You have an attitude of happiness. And you tend to see the world through happiness. What can bring more happiness? Does this bring me more happiness? Am I bringing more happiness to others? If you have a filter of love, an attitude of being loving, as much as you can humanly be, because we understand you have many emotions and you are not intended to be only one emotion. You were never intended to just be love, though it is the highest truth that that is who you are. In the physical plane, the higher truth of the physical plane is it is a physical experience for you to grow and to learn more and become more and make choices that define the reality. And so as you allow yourself a broader range of emotion, you begin to understand who you are. And in each emotion is a treasure. Some of them you don't want to stay in too long because then it affects your other raw materials. If you go into sadness for too long, it becomes depression, an attitude of depression. And in that, certain thoughts exist. The I can'ts, I shouldn'ts, I should have done it differently. What's wrong with me that I don't get what I want? What's wrong with them, if you like to blame? As you understand, certain emotions are meant to be triggered, but as you add emotion, as you add caring to sorrow, it triggers compassion. And from compassion, you make different choices about who you want to be and the positive impact you want to have, and the understanding that, oh my gosh, I forgot I have impact. I was busy feeling alone. And in alone, it's just me. Or me, myself, and I, as some like to joke. When essentially, you are never alone. You always have higher self with you. You always have access to soul and spirit. Always have access to God and Goddess. It's really essential now in your growth to make that connection, to make that shift from separation from and longing for into fulfillment of the longing. You have concluded the experiment of becoming an individual. You know you have boundaries if you choose them to be there. You know that though there are physical plane boundaries that are energetic, primarily, the skin is a boundary, the attitudes are a boundary, the beliefs create boundaries, but they all exist within the higher self. And as you remember that, the boundaries disappear. Oh, I'm an infinite being of light and love. I have a higher self who loves me unconditionally. And when I remember that, I access a soul who has a mandate for me in this physical plane that we agreed to together. And for those who don't remember your agreement, be curious about it. I wonder what I promised. I wonder why I am here. For what purpose? Some of you have had that question and it ends in why bother? It goes into apathy or pain or shame. Because asking the question, there is the fear or there was the training from your physical plane environment that said that you don't matter, or that you're not good enough, or that well, what's the point? It's not going to work anyway. These are all from the child. A child who came into the physical plane and in some cases immediately forgot that you came here with purpose. And that was by design. We don't expect you to consciously remember that, but we want you to try it on. What if all of my life so far has been by design, not fate? Because by design means you can change it, you can erase parts of it, you can remodel it, you can take the material and break it down to its original components and reshape it at any moment. And the more you do the work, as you have been doing, the more you heal that child, the more you heal the adolescent. Give them new environments, give them new parents, give them new peers, whatever's needed for them to have a new sense of safety and a level of love that is unconditional. So that you yourself, as a spiritual adult, perceive your inner child and your inner adolescent as whole and complete, and more of who they truly are, the energies they represent in your reality on your behalf, the innocence, the magic, the freedom, the curiosity, the wonder, the adventure, the joy, the love. As you let them be more real in their reality, in their parallel universe, you benefit immediately. You don't have to wait to see, oh, I wonder in 2 or 3 weeks if I'll know that my child's okay. No, you choose it right now. I choose to sense the me child that is free. And if the memory that comes up is one of pain from my past, I'm going to go rescue that child. And my higher self's going to help me bring them into that new reality, to free them of the shame, of the pain, of the fear. And immediately you are more free to be. So essential on your journey to claim that authority. For we have often explained, we will just repeat it for some of you who may not have heard it. Authority is authoring your reality, combined with responsibility, being willing to respond to what's so and write a new script. To know that it's there because of me. The illusion is my illusion. My perceptions have me pay attention to certain things. A person next to me, someone I allow to be more real, another soul having a physical experience who I love, and we have an instant connection, and that's how I know they are a soul, will tell you, well, I see it totally differently. What I pay attention to is this and this and this. And together you help each other see more, a more complex universe than what you alone have allowed yourself to perceive. And it creates this momentum. I wonder what would happen if my perceptions were expanded. I wonder what would happen if I set down the story I always tell and write a new script. I wonder what it would feel like to have an entirely new image and identity. Identity being what I think and what I say and what I do. How you know who you are is how you explain reality. And when you take the time to write down or think about or meditate on, what do I make reality mean? And then just freely allow the thoughts and the feelings and the behaviors to become self-evident. Then you have moved the information from the subconscious into the conscious mind, where you have choice. That's the seat of your authority. Who you are right now. You don't have to become something different to have authority. It's right here, right now, in the you that is listening. The word authority is heavy with meaning from the chauvinism. Let those old definitions wash away so that true authority can be revealed. Authoring reality with responsibility. And responsibility is simply the ability to respond. And when you think on it, how well am I responding? Well, I'm always responding. I'm reacting for some of you. Good. Let it in. I respond all the time. I have no problem responding. But I judge my responses instead of becoming self-aware of my responses. Oh, I wonder what part of me is reacting to that. All of these opportunities to respond are for you. Gifts from your higher self, gifts from your soul. Opportunities to activate spirit, to go gather new energy. The energy of manifestation, so that you can create something new. You see, those of you that really tell yourself, I like things to be consistent. I feel more comfortable when I know what is coming. We want you to take a chunk of time in your life. Perhaps it was summer break in childhood, where every day just went on and was the same. The same weather, the same activities. Your parents couldn't wait to be rid of you because you were bored out of your mind. When is school starting again? That's when it's interesting. Now, others of you did not have that experience with school, but those of you have that sort of memory, let in. You don't really want the same thing every day. What you really want to know is that if I have a new experience, that I will be safe, that I can handle it, that I am enough, that I have help and support from someone more, that I'm not going to screw it up, that I'm not going to fail, that I'm not going to be all alone, I'm not going to get rejected, or whatever it is, all that usual yama yama that happens, that comes from the past. Has nothing to do with the future. The future is wide open. The future is pure possibility. The future is to be defined by you. And yet there is an optimal future self that exists already, the most positive you that exists in dominion, in that new world that you are creating and co-creating with God and Goddess. And that you, the you that comes home in this lifetime and brings all your lifetimes home, the you that before you go, before you come home, you get to have some of the fun of co-creating to create that new world that has never been, doesn't yet exist, is not yet material, From time to time, we'll ask you to see, where do you see bits and pieces of it? But we're telling you the truth when we say it is not an improved version of your current reality. It is brand new. And when you sit with, what does it mean for me to step into something brand new, unrecognizable? I don't know how to relate to it. What comes up? What would stop you from creating that? What would cause you to turn to look at the past and say, that looks more comfortable? I think I'll just stick with the devil I know, in case that's not very fun. And then we ask the you that is the spiritual adult, the you that is you the more, the you that has a connection to that optimal future self already. Why not create it to be fun? Why not to consciously add successes along the way? Why not make it elegant and easy? Why not improve it by saying with harm to none? Why not add, I'm really only interested in that the means of getting there benefit the outcome? That I'm not really interested if it's with harm, or whether it's full of struggle, or whether it's full of martyrdom. And so you make the map for the world. You draw the line in the sand that says none of that stuff anymore. You choose who you get to be when you cross that line from the world you know and step into the new world you are designing. You are dreaming it. You are visioning it. You are beginning to make choices that matter. You get to have a say in which version prevails. Lazarus talks about, well, some will create the dream, some will create the mediocrity, and some will create the nightmare. And we say they all exist already. And you have already chosen the dream. And when you let that in, I have a higher self helping me make that choice. I have a soul and a spirit already working to manifest that in the mattering, in bringing forth what matters, in helping me learn to align with who I truly am. When you can set down the fear that says, what if I screw it up and I'm not in the dream? And let yourself know you author the script. You get to choose that in advance. You get to play out all the variations. You already know the nightmare from all your terrible, horrific past lives. And you know the mediocrity from your own personal past and other people's stories where things just didn't quite work out. But as you let in, no, I'm available energetically. I am connected to an optimal future self who exists in the new world already, who's guiding my choices, who's helping draw forth my attention, what I pay attention to, and gets me back on track when my feelings aren't in alignment with who I'm becoming. And we want you to be easy with yourself, be forgiving, be compassionate. Set down the instruction that says it has to follow all the rules. It has to be perfect, or I'm not good enough. Creation is a messy thing. There's chaos that precedes the order. There's light chaos that precedes your manifestation. And so let's do a meditation to work with the light shadow, the part of soul. Some of you have done a lot of work with your dark shadow. Beautiful. The dark shadow is about healing what you set down. The light shadow, also the same shadow, but a different version for who you are becoming, brings what you need for the future, not yet known to you, not yet recognizable, not yet part of your identity. And as we've been talking about co-creating that new world of dominion, you can sense already, oh, I hope my optimal future self has a lot of energy for me. And yes, they send you to work with your light shadow, to be with soul, and to receive new energy from the chaos. And so when you're ready, just lean back or lie down. Gently close your eyes. Breathe in a gentle breath of relaxation. And on the exhale, release the stress and strain from your day. Breathing in more relaxation. On the exhale, feel that relaxation drift down your shoulders, relaxing your neck and your back, flowing down your shoulders, down your arms, past the elbows and the wrists, and out your fingertips. Breathing in more relaxation. On the exhale, feel that energy flow down your throat and into your chest. Just relax, and the diaphragm lets go. You hadn't noticed how much tension is there, as though you're holding your breath. Just let it go. Let that relaxation fill your chest cavity where your heart and lungs reside. And the muscles relax as the energy flows down into your belly, soothing all the organs there, and more importantly, activating your third chakra so that the emotions can flow more easily and more appropriately. Breathing in more relaxation. The energy continues to flow down past your hips, down your legs, down your knees, behind the knees, down your legs, past your ankles, and out the tips of your toes. You are a beautiful flow of relaxation, and your body responds as the muscles let go. Your body shifts into a more comfortable position. We will count from 10 to 1. With each descending number, you'll go deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, into an altered state of mind we call meditation. Breathing gently in and out, keeping that energy flowing. We will count from 10 to 1. At the count of 1, you'll find yourself in your safe place. Your safe place may be a beautiful place in nature or a room of your own design. Familiar, beautiful, and safe. And so we count 10, 9, 8, going deeper, letting go. 7, 6, 5. Begin to sense safety around you. 4, 3, 2, and 1. You are there in your safe place. Feel the tingles on the soles of your feet as the earth energy rises up to greet you, swirling around you and within you, grounding you in safety. As you open your mental eyes, see the beauty, see the love that is your safe place. Notice the colors. They may be bright or dim, and the boundary of safety, near or far, whatever is most optimal for you today. Notice the light of day or night. Allow it to be your favorite time, and the light reflects that. It may be in the moon and the stars, or in the rays, the beams of sunlight. It may be in the mist, or in the perfect clarity. And notice the sacred objects you've placed there from your many journeys. A beautiful crystal, a mantle of magic, a staff of power, symbols, sigils, messages from your dreamer, a blueprint from your Syrian magician. As you reconnect with that which is sacred, it awakens something new in you. And so move about your safe place, explore, see what is new, see what is the same, and invite your higher self to join you in your safe place. And there, at the edge of safety, a beautiful being of light appears. Or perhaps your higher self comes in personified form, familiar to you. As you approach each other in greeting, feel the love, the unconditional love your higher self has for you. As your heart opens wide, your mind expands. Here in safety, just you and higher self. Perhaps you embrace or hold hands or just be together, whatever is your tradition. Your higher self understands where you are right now, what has been happening, how you have been growing so very much, how you have more questions than before. For you are in a new level of expansion. And it's not quite comfortable. It's exciting, yes, to be sure, but it's also uncomfortable. And there is that sense, I want my equilibrium. I need to feel safe. Your higher self appreciates your concern, your state. And yet, when you feel inadequate to the task, it simply means you need more from the unknown, something new, an energy you don't yet have from the chaos, the light chaos, something from the future that will bring that balance. will make it safe for you to let go of what you don't need anymore. Will reassure the lesser self that you, the more, has it covered. And so today, to work with the light shadow requires a journey to the temple of soul. For this is deep soul work, alignment with soul, integration as well. And once you have that new energy, spirit gets involved and is activated to gather new energies as well, energies of manifestation. But first, you need the essential energy. You need the pure love and light that is available, that is always there, and yet so difficult to access when you're not just in alignment. And so your higher self invites you into an embrace, or perhaps conjures a double tetrahedron. If you are in an embrace, your higher self builds the cocoon of light around the both of you, where you will be traveling in it. If your double tetrahedron appeared, step into it, you and higher self, and the spinning begins. First one direction, spinning faster and faster, and then the other, opposite direction, to create a vortex of energy. If you are in the cocoon, notice the beautiful rainbow of colors. Perhaps it's a pure white light that is imbuing you. In the cocoon or in the double tetrahedron, you become conscious that you are energy first. The physical plane is the illusion. You will be traveling in your light body form. As the illusion drops away, the cocoon or the double tetrahedron lift. Higher self directing you in the right direction to the temple of soul. You already know the way. You have been there before. But just lean. Your higher self may have a new direction this time, may know how to navigate the chaos better than you. Trust in your higher self to show you the way through the different energies, moving elegantly and with ease through the chaos, beyond the universe that is known and into the unknowns, beginning with the silent this time. Gather of the silent. Moving into the beauty. Gather of beauty. Moving into the sacred. Gather of your divinity. And as you move beyond the unknowns that are known to you in name only, you have gathered from them. And yet you continue on the journey. And there you see a portal that opens just for you and higher self into the realm of soul, where your temple is. As you begin the descent, begin to imagine the temple that you will see momentarily. Build it in imagination first. How do you want it to look? What would be meaningful? Is it grand? Is it etheric? Is it of the stars? Is it of Lemuria or Atlantis? Is it of a sacred tradition you are most familiar with from your lifetimes? Allow your imagination to conjure a temple of soul. for you are in soul already. And just when you can't quite decide which form it should be, the vessel lands. The cocoon dissipates. Your feet firmly on a surface. You'd like to say it's earth, but you don't think it is. The double tetrahedron has opened and ejected you as you step onto the ground. There before you, a place of beauty unlike any you have seen before, even more magnificent than you remember from your last visit. It's as though there are lights glimmering, as though there's a healing energy emanating from it, calling you home. And as you and higher self walk towards it, the doors simply open to you. Perhaps they're already propped open. And you feel that welcoming love that is soul, that knows you and sees you for who you truly are. And just relax into that love. As you and higher self approach the center, you look up and notice there's an opening up there, opens to the heavens, to the galaxy, and a single star is twinkling. You already know it is Sirius. There's only one star that twinkles that way, calling you home. But this time, instead of you going to Sirius, Sirius opens and a beam of light descends. That of soul descends to be with you and higher self. And there before you, a beautiful beam of light that may take on a personified form so that you can discuss things, so that you can interact. If you prefer it that way, allow it to be so. Allow your soul to have some personality, just as higher self does, if that is fun for you. They can also continue to exist as beings of light. What's important is that you know this is soul. And your soul has an experience for you today. In the presence of soul, you realize there's more to this temple than you noticed. And it's as though you feel the space around you with your other senses. You feel the nooks and the crannies and even the dark corners that you cannot see into easily. A vast chamber, so vast that you can barely hear an echo. Your soul is much more than you have allowed yourself to know, is infinite, is of love and light and wisdom, and understands your pain, understands your wounds, understands what stops you, what holds you back, what keeps you from knowing who you are as protection, and wants to offer you an answer you have wanted all your life. But it requires something new. It requires something outside of your current set. It requires you to step into chaos. not alone, but in the safety of higher self and soul combined. You're invited to lean forward to touch foreheads. As you each lean forward, beams of light or personified form, matters not, they lean towards you. Lean in. You're not going to fall. You cannot, for they carry you. And allow your third eye to activate your imagination, to open to the visions of chaos. Whatever chaos means to you, allow yourself to sense it. You are safe, you are cocooned by the love of your higher self and soul. Let it be whatever it is. Let it be a chaotic energy. Let it bring up fears of destruction, of being pulled apart, as though you have no choice. Let it be chaotic. Let it be vicious and violent and of the elements, of the archetypes. Let it be what it truly is, an opportunity to break apart that which is no longer needed to reveal the light of what you are to become. Let it shake you up, not your physical self, but your sense of self. Let it break it apart into its many pieces. And give your higher self permission to take that which you no longer need, that you have known forever. I do not represent those resonances anymore. I don't need to carry them forward into the next version of me. And just giving that permission, something shifts instantly. It's as though the chaos becomes calm. And the light that is true chaos is revealed. A creative flow. Perhaps it is more than light to you. Perhaps there's a passion in it. Perhaps there's compassion mixed with passion. Perhaps there's even more, a creative force that you have longed to embody for so long. You forgot it exists. You thought you made it up. You thought you imagined it and lost touch. And yet here it is, being presented to you, perhaps as a volcano of energy, perhaps as the most beautiful waterfall, a flow of light and love. Perhaps it is presented as a star, the beginning of a star that benefits from your love, your nurturing, your protection. Let it come however it comes. This light chaos that has been wanting to be revealed is now before you. And with a snap of a finger, your soul brings forth your light shadow. As though it steps out of soul, an aspect of you that carries pieces of energy, pieces of you not yet known to you, not yet revealed to you, not yet a part of your existence. That which you require for the next step on your journey to becoming who you truly are, to becoming the optimal future self already existing in that new world. They bring forth 3 energies that you need. The first is placed in your heart chakra. Feel that love, a new level of love fill you. I didn't know love could be this expansive. I didn't know love could be this safe. Whatever comes to mind, allow this new love to fill you with its purity, with its clarity, A second light is put in you, in your third chakra center, the seat of your emotions. New emotions not yet revealed to you, not yet named, of beauty, of the sacred, of your divinity, of the silence. And feel the range of emotion expand, not as a fractured set of emotions, not as disconnected and chaotic in a negative way, but as a beautiful flow like music, a range of emotion that you get to choose which key to play and when. In dominion with your emotions. There is a beauty. And the final light goes in your third eye. And you feel a burst of imagination. So much color and sound and sense of space. Allow your imagination to be healed of the darkness that you have imagined for too long. Out of fear, if I don't get that right, I'll never have the light. It was a misunderstanding. And as the darkness is revealed with more light, the shadows disappear. The understanding comes, the compassion comes to the forefront, the forgiveness leads, and the light is restored to imagination that allows true visions. It is who you truly are. A map maker magician leads with vision, leads with love, leads with dominion. And you feel the shift throughout all your chakra centers, all the way from 1 to 12, all in alignment in a new way, a new configuration, a new perception of who you are, in line with who you are becoming. And the light shadow steps back into soul. You will have future encounters, to be sure. But for now, this is all you need. This is what you have been asking for. And as you feel a rush of gratitude, as you feel whatever you're feeling, whatever you're thinking, turn to soul and feel the unconditional love of soul fill you. There's a solidness, a mattering that comes from soul. There's a freedom to knowing you are soul manifest. Always connected through your divinity to God and Goddess. Never separate. That was an experiment. And you have grown and learned so very much from it, but it is not needed anymore. And as you turn to higher self, you can see your higher self so clearly, how they've always been with you, always given you new ideas, new opportunities to grow, to become more of who you truly are. And they will continue for they grow with you. The integration is complete. It's time to return. Your soul returns to the star above. It is as though a shooting star. And yet the presence of soul lingers in the temple, lingers in your memory. Your higher self leads you back through the doorway. The doors close behind you. For it is your temple of soul, and they only open for you. Your higher self begins to build that cocoon, represents the double tetrahedron. Step in, allow yourself to sense the light of the cocoon, building and building and building. You cannot see beyond the cocoon, and you let yourself know you are safe with higher self. The double tetrahedron spins one way and then the next, creating that powerful vortex of energy that will take you through time and space and deposit you back in safety. Let yourself drift up. Feel that weightlessness. And it is as though you have had too much occur and you fall into a beautiful dream as your higher self guides you back to safety. Dream beautiful dreams as you simply drift through the different realms. You have gathered as much as you need for today. And certainly you can drift off to sleep. Your higher self will wake you when the time is right. And if you wish to return to the here and now in consciousness, find yourself back in safety. The cocoon dissipating, the double tetrahedron releasing you. And there you stand in safety with higher self. And you know you have changed. And there's an excitement growing in you to see those changes manifest. To sense the ideas that come is the first step. Your higher self says their goodbyes and returns to the edge of safety from where they came, so that they can return to their realm as you prepare to return to the here and now. We will count from 1 to 5. The count of 5, you will be back, remembering all that is appropriate. With each number, you return a little bit more, becoming more and more conscious with each number we count, until at the count of 5, you will be back, fully alert, fully awake. 1, 2, returning. Sense your body around you. Wiggle your toes and your fingers to become more present of your body in the here and now. 4 and 5, open your eyes. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhale to ground. Continue to breathe to cycle that energy. You went deeper than you know, gathered more than you can imagine. And yet, it is through your imagination that you will reveal the mysteries of what you gathered. Rub your arms or your legs, gently tap your forehead, whatever is needed to get you back into your body. Take a drink of water, walk around, whatever's needed to ground.